I'm going to show you the wall slides. For this, you can use the TheraBand, or if you have it, you can use a TheraLoop. It's basically like TheraBand, but it's just a continuous loop. It's about this wide. If you don't have that, you can use some gyms have bands. Basically, you want something with a little bit of elastic to it. So like I said, I'm going to use the TheraBand. What you want to do is go about shoulder width, use that as your anchor, tie that off. However you want to tie it is up to you. Okay. Just want to make sure that it's wide enough that you'll put a little bit of resistance inside. So if I'm holding my hands this way, right, I want a little bit of resistance to force my arms into external rotation. If it's too big, right, like if it's super loose, right, and I just have my hands this wide, it's going to be basically it's just going to be kind of holding it there. So what we want is we want that band to create that resistance to pull our arms back in. So we have to use our rotator cuff to open it up. So again, shoulder width, and just tie it off there. Now, if you do have the preset TheraLoops, unless you're super wide in the shoulders, for most people it's going to be okay. So if I have the band here, right, there's tension in the band. When you come up to the wall, ideally I just kind of push my pinkies out a little bit, so that it's my pinky sliding up the wall instead of the band, because then that's going to roll up the band. I'm going to show you once this way and then once against the wall. So elbows tucked in, you're going to slide your hands up to as high as you feel you need to, pull your shoulders back and come down. But the whole time, my wrists are staying above my elbows. What's going to happen is your elbows are going to start coming out, you're going to start flaring out as your back or your mid-cap start to release. So one more time, tie it off shoulder width. This might take a few runs or a few tries just to get it quite right, till you get kind of that desired resistance. So from here, hands against the wall, okay? My shoulders, if I show you sideways, this would be protracted, this would be retracted, this is in neutral position. So ears, shoulders, hips. So you want to start in that position. Pinkies against the wall, you're going to slide your arms up without letting your shoulders shrug up, right? So if they start doing this, I want you to stop there. But if you can tolerate it, you can go up as high as you need to. Retract, bring your arms back down, come back to neutral, okay? So if I show you sideways, right, imagine there's a wall in front of me here. I'm going to slide up, keeping my shoulders retracted, or sorry, keeping them depressed. Pull back, come down, bring them back to neutral. So you're not going to bring them to that forward pronated position, okay? It's going to stay in the middle. So if I do a couple reps, it'll look like this. Here, slide up, retract, bring it back down. Back to neutral, forward, back, and again. Forward, forward, and again, forward. Now, just from doing that, you should feel it right in here, okay, the lower traps. So think of your traps as kind of a diamond. So it goes from the back of your neck, attaches to the shoulders, right, and then it attaches down along your spine. The lower fibers are what keeps your shoulder from coming up, so they're going to pull it down and back. So when you're coming up the wall, make sure those shoulders don't start coming up. Now if one does come up, right, let's say I start doing this, what I want you to do is just stop there. Whatever side your weakest side is on, go off of that height. You're still going to feel the other side, you're still going to feel it working, but this way we can keep it level, right? If you start twisting, if you start leaning, same thing if I start leaning into the wall, right? I want my back straight, so I don't want any hyperextension going into the wall as we try to reach for height. The height's not the main concern. The main concern is keeping shoulders in that neutral position, keeping them down a little bit, but you're not pushing them down using your lats. So if you feel the muscle in here, it means you're using your lat to grab onto the arm and pull it down. We don't want that. We want those muscles in here, okay, to pull the shoulder blade back and down. My arm is still free to move. Okay? So again, wall slides with the band, go against the wall, come up, retract away, come back down again. Come up, retract away, come down. Up, retract away, come down. If you do it right, you should feel it going all the way up the just off of your spine on both sides. So give it a try, let me know what you think.